Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys and you ladies, this little work tonight, you're going to get a two for here from the outdoor studio because, well, it's Saturday night, and that's just how it is. It's Saturday night, and to me, this is really and truly important. Okay, it has been my mission for years to try and wake people up to the idea how important defensive tackle is. Most of y'all don't give a rat's ass about the big, mean nasties in the middle. But I'm telling you, it is truly key. A defensive tackle literally helps all phases of the defense, okay? I've said this so many times that I can spit this out in my sleep. Spit this out in my sleep. Okay, I can say it in my sleep, okay? Defensive tackle job is to keep the linebackers clean so they can get the glory. Defensive tackle's job is take on the double team and clog the middle. Defensive tackle's job is hold the middle of the line, put pressure in the middle so the defensive ends can get the sacks. You need a guy who is mean, who is tough, and is nasty. Can we all agree with that? If you get that guy right there, your defensive ends have an easier task because the quarterback can't step up. He's worried about a guy in his knees. You get more sacks on the outside. You've got that defensive tackle that requires double teams. The guards can't leave and go hit the linebackers. The linebackers are free to roam and scrape. A defensive tackle that doesn't allow the quarterback to step up and get comfortable means that the quarterback is going to get rid of that ball sooner, which means your D-backs don't have to hold up for as long. And we've been gashed for years against running backs. Clearly, defensive tackle is a need. I love the Canadian bulldozer. When you saw him truck Mike Pouncey against the Steelers, oh my God, that was a thing of beauty. That's what you want across the defensive line. If we could get that, I'm telling you, that is a game changer. So I'm going to ask you this. What if you were able to get Ndamukong Suh? Okay? Ndamukong Suh, one of the meanest, baddest players in the NFL. A little bit nasty, too. He's got an edge. He gets pressure. He's relentless. I know he just signed another deal with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay recognizes what he does in the middle for them. Okay? He stops the run. He stuffs the run. He clogs up the middle. He gets after that quarterback's ass. And when I look at his numbers for last year, just listen to me. Just hold up. We're going to get to the point here in a minute. He had 44 tackles, okay? 27 of them solo, 9 tackles for loss, 19 quarterback hits, and 1 forced fumble. Clearly, that's raking havoc. Tom Brady gets all the credit in the world because he's the GOAT. He came to Tampa Bay, and all of a sudden Tampa Bay is, great and gets the Super Bowl. But see, you've got to also look at the fact that Tom Brady has never had a defense that has been worse than rated 8th when he's won the Super Bowl. Clearly, defenses help. You've never seen the defense outside the top 10, and they're winning a Super Bowl. Understand that. Tom Brady always has a good defense to go with his arm. And Ndamukong Suh is one of those guys that creates plays. He is relentless. He causes fumbles. He makes quarterbacks throw interceptions. And I know you're saying, well, yeah, but you can't get Ndamukong Suh. No, but you can get a kind of step-down version of that. You see what Ndamukong Suh does in here, right? You see the difference. You see what that hit right there straight up on the line? You see that, right? Sheldon Richardson is in the same neighborhood, same zip code. Here's what's interesting. As I just talked about, Ndamukong Suh had 44 tackles last year, right? Sheldon Richardson had 64. Ndamukong Suh had 6 sacks. Sheldon Richardson had 4.5. Solo tackles, Ndamukong Suh had 27. Sheldon Richardson had 35. Tackles for loss, 9 for Ndamukong Suh, 5 for Sheldon Richardson. Quarterback hits, now Ndamukong Suh, 19. Sheldon Richardson, 10. And they both had a forced fumble. So I'm not saying that Sheldon Richardson is as good as Ndamukong Suh. Not going to say that. But he damn sure is not very far away. And the reason I'm coming back in here is somebody had made the comment that, why are you begging for, this Cleveland Brown defensive tackle? He's a bum. Clearly, you don't understand what a defensive tackle's job is. And as I look through the numbers, because here's the thing, because it could be, you could say, okay, he's a one-year wonder. But the reality is, if we go through and compare the last 5 years of the two, okay, the last 5 years, that'll give you a trend. Is this just a one-year wonder? Is it a contract year? It wasn't a contract year because, well, he was still expected to get another $12 million this year. Over the last 5 years, Ndamukong Suh's averaged 4.5 sacks a season. You got 3 for Sheldon Richardson. Tackles, Ndamukong Suh has averaged 52 tackles a year. Sheldon Richardson averaged 56. Quarterback hits, Ndamukong Suh's averaged 16.2. Sheldon Richardson's averaged 9. Tackles for loss, Ndamukong Suh 8. But you got my man, Sheldon Richardson, averaging 4. He's been a top 100 player. He is a great defensive tackle. So let me go back again and ask why the Cowboys aren't entertaining this. He's 30 years old. He hasn't had a drop-off. He stays healthy. He's got a little bit of a mean streak. Clearly, he would be the best defensive lineman on your team. And you can sign him basically for a couple $1 million for a cap hit using voidable years. And this is the thing that drives me crazy with the Cowboys is I don't understand why it is they are so risk adverse on players. When we do sign free agents, there's always guys that you say, yeah, they're okay. They're nothing spectacular or they're way past their prime. Sheldon Richardson's 30 years old. Sheldon Richardson literally has been an absolute beast, okay? I mean, and talk about consistency, 78 tackles, 2013, his rookie year, 67. 35 because he missed 5 games because of injury, the only season that he's really missed significant time. 62, 44, 49, 62, and 64. Clearly, this guy is a beast. And please tell me why you don't at least take a look at him. It makes no sense to me whatsoever, friends. When you have the opportunity to get somebody that can really help all 3 levels, sorry, I don't understand why we don't do this. Going into the draft, we know that we need help at defensive tackle, help at linebacker, help at safety, help at cornerback, help on the offensive line. You could take one of those off the list right now with Sheldon Richardson. And don't get me started about KJ Wright. You could take 2 of those off the list right now. And then you can truly draft the best player available or get crazy and say, we're going to move up and try and get somebody in reach. This opens up everything for you. But then again, what do I know? I'm a guy here broadcasting outside of my basement. And that's it. But as always, Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu